Hold up, y'all. My sister's showing me something. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're gonna be talking about Maison, and we are going. We're gonna talk about everything wrong with Maison and analyzing the song. Basically, this is an analysis of Maison from the knowledge. So, like I said, we are going to analyze Maison. Okay, like I said, we're going to be dissecting Maison, analyzing, and everything was wrong with it. And yes, I'll be nitpicking everything wrong with Maison in the video. My sister wants to say something to y'all. I don't think they got any greens, tomatoes, so I think your answer may be no. Okay, anyways, like I said, we're going to be dissecting Maison. So, number one, we are going to be talking about... No, dissecting, not dissing. Like, pick apart Maison and basically analyze everything about it. That's what I'm basically saying. If you don't know what that is, then you should not... Huh? No. So let's take a look of 10 things we need to dissect for Maison. Number one, instrumental. Instrumental is very important. Instrumental / like beat value, or let's just say what value I said. Yeah, basically production value. Production value is very important, and we need to dissect Maison's production value and rate it. And I'm gonna consider facts and opinions. I put my own twist on some of these things. Next is vocal performance. Vocal performance of a song makes it sound really good. It makes it very eye-catching too. Next is concept. Concept of a song gives you idea of what you're going to be listening to. And that's very important. Diversity. If you have some diversity into the song, it will make it really more interesting. It will pull in the viewers. Also, consistency is also very important in the song. It has to be very consistent. And you could change a few things and add a little bit of things without sounding completely different from the song, which is from the song, which is very rarely nowadays in K-pop does that. But there is a lot of songs in K-pop nowadays that are very consistent, and I appreciate K-pop songs for that. And the next thing is obviously execution. Execution is very important in a K-pop song, because if you execute a boring song a really good way, it still is an amazing song because the way you execute it. And delivery is very important because it like makes the song sound amazing, and plus it makes your whole performance very outstanding if you deliver it very well. And then one more thing, the song has to be strong. What do you mean by that? The song has to hold up on its own and has to age like fine wine. Has to age very well. That's what I mean by strong. It has to age well. Number one criteria of strong titles. Second is the vocal performance, obviously, and the general performance of the song. Next is explosion. What do I mean? Not Bakugo like explosion. I mean surprising. Like the song has to be surprising, or at least very least good to keep you interested and keep you on tuning into the song. And last but not least, for the category for this category of strong titles, is of course excitement and creativity. Creativity is also important in the title track. B-sides, yes, obviously, but to a low standard for B-sides. But for titles, it's very important to have a lot of creativity. So, having that been said, we're going to be talking about Maison and nitpicking everything about it. Number one, production value. The production value is very important, like I said. And production value for Maison is actually mid. What do I mean by that? Production value in some parts are really good. Especially how weird the instrumental is and how consistent they stay through the whole song. And that's what Maison's good at, being consistent. So that's what I like about it. It's very consistent, and everyone's gonna be agreeing on me with that one. But the thing is, production value is mid, is because like the bridge part is the only thing that's completely different for the song, and it's a bit off-putting too. Like if you hear the rest of Maison and hear the bridge, it will sound completely different. So that's the only problem I have with the production value and mixing. The mixing is actually pretty good, especially on an instrumental like Maison. Maison's instrumental is so hardcore. It's not hardcore as their past works, but it's hardcore enough to be investing. So the mixing is pretty good. I'm not surprised because it had the same producers as Antis, which has amazing songs and amazing mixing. So, not surprised, obviously. But also, it's very mixed well, and every single Dreamcatcher song, you never see any song that has bad mixing, which is an amazing thing to see. Because there's a lot of K-pop songs that has really bad mixing, especially with songs from Vampire and Nulu. Like, they have really bad mixing, and the mixing is very, very bad. But for Maison, it's actually pretty well done, and I like it. It's instrumental. The instrumental is actually pretty dull. What I mean by that is the instrumental is the same thing. Like, it's stayed the same until the bridge and the rap part. Like, 2 sections are the only parts that the instrumental actually changed. You should add a lot to the instrumental, considering that Maison's supposed to be a very explosive song in a very weird way. But the thing about Maison is it doesn't really surprise you because it keeps being consistent. The only thing that surprises you is that bridge. The instrumental and that bridge is completely different, like I said. But everything else in the song is the same. It's on the same. Nothing's different. It's just the same, which is I understand why people are very annoyed about that. And I have no problem with the instrumental. It just needs a little bit more spice. You know what I mean? It needs a little bit more spice to it to make it so amazing. That's why I like trumpets. Trumpets, in my opinion, brass/trumpets sounds very good in some K-pop songs. A lot of K-pop songs that have brass in it immediately are good because obviously I love trumpets and I love brass instrumentals. That is because it's so pleasing to my ears. But if Maison just has something in the chorus that stood out, and for the instrumental, it could make the song better. Okay, it will make the song better. And next is consistency. Like I said, I already talked about that a lot in the video, but Maison is actually pretty good when it comes to consistency. Like I said, most of the song is the same anyway, so immediately it's consistent. It's listened through the instrumental, through the delivery, good execution. It's consistent in every single area. Like, it's consistent. The only thing that's really not that consistent is the bridge, but the bridge is still keeping that apocalyptic vibe. You know what I mean? It's still keeping the vibe. So I would give props for Maison for being consistent. Of course, if you're a song that's not supposed to be consistent, then I'm okay. But if your song that's supposed to be consistent, I have a big props with that. But since Maison is doing a good job at being consistent, I would actually give it a 10 out of 10 for from that ranking. Also, instrumental, I'll give that a 5 out of 10 because, like I said, it's mid. Because some parts do need a little bit of changes and a little bit of spice at it. But other than that, Maison's instrumental is good. And next thing is vocal delivery. The vocal delivery is actually pretty mid too. Not saying the vocals are bad, it's just mid. If you have bad vocal performances, it just means you can't sing. But here, they Dreamcatcher can sing, so immediately they have a good vocal performance. But in Maison, it's very mid. Because they also kind of showcase their vocals, but not enough to grab attention from the viewers. That's why some people clicked off of Maison, because the vocal performance is sometimes off in some points. Like the first verse. I like the first verse in my opinion, but Ju's vocal delivery is mid in my opinion, because the way she just delivered it is, it's kind of forced in my opinion. It doesn't feel forced, but for me, it just feels flat. Like, her delivery just feels flat for me. But the rest of her parts, she did it really good, and I like it. But the first verse, she does need a little bit more delivery on a amazing notes, on the amazing side. Of course, she's not like Sion level, but still needs like a good vocal delivery on it. And that's what I said. Her vocal performance is actually like a 7 out of 10. Like I said, her vocal performance is mid, but mostly it's pretty good. So I give her props. Like with the other members, they trying to keep like the tone for the song, and that's why they all like kind of sound similar in a way. Not saying they sound the same, because they don't. You know, Dreamcatcher has so much distinct voices in the group, but for this song specifically, the vocal tone haven't been distinct that much, even though it's still being distinct, but it's not that distinct like their other title tracks. It's because at the tone of the song, like, it's so much darker than their other title tracks. It's also kind of lighthearted compared to their other titles. It's confusing, but the tone is set for them, and they deliver it very good. It's just the performance of it it's kind of the same, in my opinion. It's the same, like, delivery, execution, all that stuff. And especially when it comes to vocal performance, Maison is a 7 out of 10. Because the vocal performance in some parts is really good, but in other parts, it feels flat. Especially the verses. Well, first verse specifically. Because Dami's verse was good. But when it comes to vocal performance, I think the pre-chorus has the best part when it comes to like vocal performance, because it shows off Sion and Yuyeon's vocals very well, and it highlights it pretty good. So that's actually pretty well done for the pre-chorus. But if it went longer, a little, like 10 seconds more longer, it would definitely be a better pre-chorus. Just a few short compared to their other title tracks. You know what I mean? I know they try to keep it under try to keep it under 4 minutes, because let's be real here. Almost no K-pop song is under 4 minutes, at least for title tracks. Like, every title track I hear is like at least 3 minutes. Like, but alongside that little bit of problem, if they were like instead like 10 seconds for that pre-chorus, then it would have been like an amazing pre-chorus. And actually, it showcased a lot of the members' vocals in the pre-chorus very well. So yeah. Now, on to the next category, executions. Not talking Danganronpa, because I know some of y'all Danganronpa fans would be commenting, No, not that type of execution. No. We're talking like the delivery type of execution. Yeah, that type of execution. Sorry if y'all Danganronpa fans disappoint for me to bring up Danganronpa, but this ain't no Danganronpa channel, so of course I will not bring it up. But if you want me to make a Danganronpa video, okay, I will. I have one, but I will make more. But anyways, the execution Maison is actually pretty good, except for the chorus. Let me pick about that chorus real quick. The chorus is not explosive. All right. We're going to be talking a little bit more about that into the strong section, which is holding up title section. So, watch out for that. But the execution in Maison is actually pretty good. And the way the girls execute the song makes Maison feel exciting. It makes it feel good in the song. It's empowering in a way, which is Maison supposed to empower people to save the earth. So that is actually pretty well done. I'm not going to speak more about this because have not too much to say on like the execution, but I'll pretty much say it's well done, and it feels like I need to save the earth. And another thing I didn't bring up in the beginning of the sections is emotionality or emotional levels. Let's talk about the emotions. Emotion is very important, especially in a song where it's supposed to deliver a message. Or even a basic song is supposed to make people feel that vibe, right? For Maison, it does that really good. The emotions put into this song is very good. But the only thing I have to nitpick about the emotional part of the song is the chorus. The chorus doesn't really feel doesn't make you feel anything. Like, the chorus does not make you feel anything. And because if you have a full-on chorus, it will actually make you feel something way more than like a chorus that someone talks on or even rap on. So if they have a better chorus to Maison, then I will actually feel something for the chorus. And next thing is lyrics, of course, lyrics. Lyrics are actually very important, especially if you're trying to deliver a message to the song directly. Since it's like K-pop, you can't really do that unless it's like translations. But Maison has a clear message, even without you reading the translation. You know that it's about the pollution, because of the concept. So that's why concept speaks to people very well, especially when it comes to K-pop. Because if you don't know what they're saying, at least you will know what the concept is, and you get what they're trying to deliver through the concept and all that stuff. Unless you're like trying to have cute but like dark, you literally have to go read the lyrics for that. But if you're not like that, then it's fine, right? But anyways, like I said, Maison does the lyrics actually pretty good. They deliver their message actually pretty well, especially in the chorus when they all speak in English in that chorus. Except for that one Korean word in that chorus. But other than that, the chorus is pretty bad, but I'll explain why later. But the lyrics is actually pretty clear. It's stating that everyone is trying to forget that, okay, the earth is dying, and all y'all need to help us, or the earth will collapse. Yeah, it's a clear message, and they say it right to their faces, especially with the chorus. So they did a really good job when it comes to lyrics. A really good job. And another thing, diversity. Maison lacks diversity. I know what you guys be saying, Maison has an amazing instrumental. Well, like I said, it lacks diversity into the song. Adds a little bit of it, like the synths in the background when it comes to like the pre-chorus, but it doesn't really feel diverse. Like, go to compare to the other title tracks where they have so much sub-genres into their like titles. This one doesn't really have a subgenre. I guess metal, like metal is a kind of a subgenre, but they still have like, it's still not really that diverse. It's not diverse, like, not much. I could literally just say that Maison's not even diverse at all. Probably because it's not intended to be diverse. So I'll give it a pass. But Maison still needs to feel like it's a bit like different and all that stuff. But since the rest of their titles have so much diversity into it, I guess it's different. So I give Maison credit for being a little bit different. Now, next thing, we're going to be nitpicking Maison about concepts. Now, the concept itself, it's opinionated on the concept itself. If you like the popular concept, then Maison's for you. If you don't, look at their title tracks. But Maison's concept, in my opinion, is an amazing concept compared to what we got in 2022. Like, in 2022, we never see an apocalyptic concept. The last we have seen that from, in my opinion, I would say zombie, but it's like more like a zombie apocalypse than anything. Like, the last time we see that is with Purple Kiss in 2021. But we never see like an apocalyptic concept. Of course, I got Poison with Peak Fantasy for the lyrics, but that's only for the lyrics. Like, we never actually seen that in the music video because obviously the music video is horror. So yeah, but for Maison, the concept is just so unique, and I will probably make a top 10 like concepts in K-pop that are actually unique, and this one is definitely one of them. Our Earth apocalyptic concept is unique because we never really seen that in K-pop before. We see a zombie apocalypse before, like zombie apocalypse before, like that type of apocalyptic concept, but we never see like Earth apocalyptic concept in K-pop. So Dreamcatcher is actually the first to do Earth apocalyptic concept. And on the top of that, they even the one to create the dark concept in the first place. So that is actually a plus. And I like their twist on it too. So that immediately makes the concept really dope and amazing. It's not good as Arai in my opinion, because Arai's concept is just out of the roof, really amazing concept. Oh my gosh. Also, in next video, I will definitely make 1 minute video with what makes a perfect Dreamcatcher title track, and something that's better than Deja Vu when it comes to title tracks. So I will ask y'all in the next video about that one. It's gonna be short though, but I'm gonna ask y'all about that one. But specifically for Maison, the concept is really cool, and actually it was really good on paper. And the fact that they execute it very well is an amazing tactic for Dreamcatcher. And I hope they continue this route. Obviously they are, because they literally started a series with Maison, so we're gonna see more of this and 2 other comebacks. So I'm actually really excited for follow to Maison. And they said they finished recording it. I already talked about that in my last video. But they finished recording the follow to Apocalypse series, and I'm very excited because I hope it's better than Boca too. Because Boca doesn't really hit right in the right spots. Except for the raps. The raps hit right. But the rest don't. But I hope the next callback will be better than Boca and Maison, but in my opinion. But anyways, Maison's concept is amazing. And I really very much enjoy it. And I'll actually rank it a 10 out of 10. That is an amazing concept. Now, let's get to the part about creativity. Creativity is very important in a title track. So, let's see. With creativity and artistry they explore through Maison. Through Maison, their creativity is actually pretty broad here. Like I said, they have the apocalyptic concept here. And they also have the Greek goddess concept, which is the second to do it, because the first to do it was Taeyeon, but they're the second to do it. And they execute it very good too with that one. But the creativity in Maison is actually like a 7 out of 10. Why? One thing, because trashing exists. Oh, you don't know what that is? Let me tell you. That is clothes made out of trash. That was trashing is. And they could have included that in Maison, which is make it way better. And they have practical sets for the teasers. Look at this teaser, like the one I'm showing you right now. They could have used that for the music video instead of the ones we haven't gotten in Maison. But they did not use that. The Maison teasers are just so good. And plus, I don't know why they didn't use that for the actual music video. Because it would make the music video look way better. Of course, some parts do need to keep the same, like, CGI they have in the actual music video, but some parts do need practical settings, and I feel like Maison's one of the music videos that actually need that. So yeah. But, I mean, anything to make a apocalyptic city, I guess. But the creativity is there, but just need to be a little bit more expanded more. Like trash, like earrings made out of trash, clothes made out of trash, or even like performance outfits made out of trash. Like, holy crap. Like, trashing is big now. Like, it's really big. And if Dreamcatcher would have done it, it would actually have like a little bit more of an advantage. Because since Maison's concept is literally about saving the earth and stuff, they can just pick up trash or something and create outfits out of it. That is even an amazing thing. Or heck, even make clothes that have like trash on the clothes, right? Or draw like some really cute like trash designs on it. or earth designs. Like, that would be an amazing thing. Also, the performance outfits are amazing, but the thing with the outfits is I want it to be a little bit more diverse when it comes to that. Like, not really diverse, but I want it to be a little bit more creative. Like, creative outfits. Sure, the outfits are a little bit creative, but it's not creative enough for me to like, oh, these are amazing. Like, I like the outfits to Maison, especially the brown ones. But the thing about the other set of outfits are like, they could stick to the ones they have in the teasers. Like, I like the one from the teasers better. Like, sure, they wear the same one, but the black color just fits way more when it comes to Maison's aesthetic than like the blue ones they were going for. And the other colors, the fact that they never wear black versions of it is really baffling to me. Like, the black, they look so good with the dark brown / black their versions of those outfits in the teasers. I don't know why they didn't wear them. Like, come on. Like, that color fits with Maison better than the white version of the outfits. Even like the like blue version of the outfits. I guess to fit like with the goddess side of the aesthetic, I guess, but like make it fit, I guess. But also to represent the goddess aesthetic more with the outfits, actually make them a little bit more elegant. Whoa. Because the goddess aesthetic itself is like a little bit more elegant. So they could have like mixed with like warrior, goddess with elegance. And I think the second set of outfits did not provide that very well because it's kind of bland and it doesn't really, of course it's not intended to be elegant, but it will fit more with Maison's like goddess aesthetic than whatever those outfits were. Like, come on. Let's be real here. Oh my gosh, burn me in 30 minutes. Yes, I love cupcake reminiscences. Don't make fun of me. Anyways, like I said, Maison's outfits could have been better. But credit for efforts. Like, effort. The effort is actually there. Now, the next thing. I wanted to talk about delivery. It's saying it's execution, but it's a little bit more or less value than execution, but still is a most important thing. The delivery is actually pretty good and I like it, and that's all I gotta say. And last but definitely not least, the most discussed thing everyone's been debating about is if Maison's a strong title track. Now let's look at the criteria, like I said. It's supposed to age well, right? That's a strong title track if it ages well, immediately. Explosion, supposed to surprise you in some parts. Not even the chorus, just in some parts. They're supposed to surprise you. And another thing, the chorus has to feel emotional, has to make you feel something, right? And the whole song has to make you feel something. Like any emotions. That just has to be sad. It has to be just any emotions make you feel. Like, and creativity. I explained about creativity and execution. That's one of the things that makes a strong title track. And concept, like I said, we already talked about concept of it. And last but not least, like the most important part of the K-pop when it comes to title tracks is actually valuation of a song. Like, if you like value and like production values, that is actually very important than other things, like except for execution. Execution and production value are two things that I need to know that's most important in a K-pop song. And excitement too. Excitement is also important. Excitement, I would just say Maison did it well because I was like, actually excited for the song and it kept me into the song. Sure, it's unbearable for some, but for others, it's actually keep them listening to the song and it gets better. So, excitement is like a 9 out of 10. Now, strong title. Despite everything I have said and criticized about Maison, let's talk about a little bit nitpicky. Here's be a little nitpicky. One thing. Like I said, the vocal performance is mad because the fact that the song is supposed to be not that explosive, which is, if we want people to feel something and make you want to feel something, Maison needs to be explosive. Why? Why needs to surprise you in the chorus? Because choruses it's the most important part actually in the K-pop talk. So to make a good part at actually making Maison explosive will actually make the song better. And that's why everyone is saying Maison is the weakest title track. Even though it's not like what level where it's also all its creativity in the chorus, because they all just saying what, like it's nothing else. Because that's the reason why what is actually one of their weakest, because of the chorus. It's it's saying it's what. It's just very annoying, and it gets annoying at times, but it grew on that chorus actually grew on me. For Maison, the chorus aged like milk. Okay, one thing is because at first you wouldn't notice how laid back the chorus Maison is. You definitely know it's not surprising to you, but you just enjoy it very well and you grew to it. Because overplayed it. But even me overplaying Odd Eye, I still like that chorus. And I like everything about the song still. So that immediately aged well. But for Maison and the song itself, let's talk about things I actually think it aged well. Pre-chorus. The pre-chorus gets better for me. I love the chorus. The more I listen to that chorus, the more emotions I feel for that chorus. Not chorus, the pre-chorus, because, I hate that chorus. But the pre-chorus. The pre-chorus makes you feel something. The pre-chorus is the best part of the song. It's speaking facts. The pre-chorus is so good. And it makes an amazing build-up. Even though it could be 10 seconds more longer, it still makes you feel something. It makes you still feel like, okay, it's building up to something. It's building up to something. And second verse is amazing because of Dami. Dami's rap in that, she ate that up. She ate the song up. And the rhymes were good. It was on point. She was on beat. Everything. And the lyrics, yeah, she was spitting bars. If you look at the lyrics and translation, girl was spitting bars. Still keeping the theme while spinning bars. Oh my gosh, Dami. Gosh. Girl made the song better, in my opinion. And another thing, the pre-chorus? Okay, I would say it's my favorite part of Maison. That is my favorite part of Maison, in my opinion. I like Xian's pre-chorus, it's pretty good, but I like Yuyeon's just clicked. Makes me feel something. Makes me feel something immediately. That's part really aged well for me. Yuyeon's pre-chorus aged well, and oh my gosh, a pre-chorus to Maison, aged well. Bridge, it aged like milk. That bridge aged like milk. Why? Cause every time I listen to the bridge, it gets more unbearable. I hate the bridge. That's specifically because of Ju, but Ju just created one of the worst bridges in the discography. Not saying that Ju's voice don't fit, because girl sound good in that. But the execution it fell flat. That bridge fell flat. It tried to sound good, but the queen it doesn't do it for me. But at least in the B-sides, Ju did it way better in the B-sides, especially her own solo. So when I want to listen to a bridge from her, immediately I will go to songs that other Dreamcatcher songs, or even the B-sides to the recent album, so yeah. But for Maison, it just makes me angry when I hear Ju sing that bridge. Something about it. But Xian saved it. Okay, it's not Ju specifically. It's just that bridge alone. That bridge alone makes me angry every time I hear it. And I don't mind it, but I just get angry when I hear it, okay? Because the more I hear it, the more I get angry about that bridge. It doesn't hit right. It doesn't feel anything. I don't know why people will say that's the best part. Sure, some others, it won't. It's like milk. It's like fine wine. But for me, it's like milk. The more I hear it, the more bearable it gets. But Xian saved it, so I will forgive the bridge. And let's talk about that chorus, shall we? The chorus, it's so bad. Oh, holy moly. I did not realize how the chorus is just annoying. Okay? Let's talk about one thing about the chorus. It's explosive. Maison needs to have an explosive chorus like Odd Eye. Or heck, even because it's explosive, even though it's the anti-drop. That anti-drop was actually pretty surprising to me. I was like, okay, really get something. And then And I was like, oh, it's spicy. Like, the because chorus is actually spicy when it has that anti-drop. And it actually adds to it in the post-chorus, which is Maison needed. Like, after you, like, I thought Maison's gonna have to sing Case, but Maison is just, no, that chorus is just the same. Same thing. And the way Ju executed the chorus makes me mad too. Like, I like Ju, I like her voice, I like the way she does things, but the chorus, like, her chorus is just annoying to me. Not just her chorus, Sua's chorus, annoying, right? That's annoying. Now, Damien Hanong's chorus is actually pretty good, not gonna lie. If they just kept that to the end of the song, then they'll actually pretty enjoy it way better. That age like fine way, that last chorus age like fine way. But the first, second, and third chorus, oh holy moly, that is so bad. Like, oh my gosh. The chorus to Maison, it's so bad, and this is why Maison is being hated. Because the fact that the chorus isn't explosive enough, it doesn't surprise me at all. Like, except for the last chorus. The last chorus surprised me a bit, even though I know they're gonna keep saying it. The way Damien Hanong executed it is actually pretty good and very well done. But the way Sua executed it and Ju executed it, no, it was a no for me. Sion's chorus is mediocre at best, but the way she say it is actually pretty good, and I like the way she say it, so I will accept Sion's chorus. But Ju and Sua's chorus is so, oh my gosh, annoying. It's very annoying. I don't like their chorus at all. Especially after that bridge and after Sion finished that bridge, like it's a piece of cake. I thought I was going to get a breakdance or something. Or at the very least, an amazing heavenly part from Sua. I was like, oh, we're going to get something amazing. And then, oh God, she disappointed me with her freaking chorus. That's the thing. If you're going to build up to something, at least change some things. Like, some things. If you're going to do talk in Sua's part, at least change the lyrics. But they didn't change that at all. Like, they keep the same lyrics. And I was, like, honestly, I was expecting something different. I was expecting that. It surprised me in the wrong way. Like, oh, what the heck, Sua? I thought we were going to get, okay, Sua's going to surprise me with her beautiful vocals. Or something like that. Or at least a rap from her. Like, a Sua rap. Like, at least give us that. But they didn't give us that. They give us the same thing. They keep shoving the chorus in my face over and over again. Like I said, we get it because of the concept teasers. Everything, music, we already got the concept clicked in our head. Why you have to shove the lyrics in my face? We already got the lyrics down pat. Why I need to keep shoving it every single day with the chorus? Like, you can at least change a few things about it, about Sua's part, but the writers. The laziness in Sua's part for the writing. Oh my gosh. It's not bad because the writing is pretty good. The lack of creativity for the writing. They use all their creativity for the last, 2 minutes. And they ran out of creativity for Sua's part. The writers are like, we don't know what to think about for Sua's part, so we're just gonna put the same thing they glued and they copy and paste from the other past choruses and put it to Sua's. That's the thing. You need creativity, right? This is why it's an 8 out of 10 for me. The writing of Sua's part of that chorus was. It must have blood boil hearing it, and we already got it from the last 2 horrible choruses. We already got it. But keep shoving it in my face is no. At least for the last chorus, very last chorus when Damien Hanong did it, it was actually a climax, and I actually pretty liked it. It was executed very well done. The writers could keep that part, but they should put Sua's part That part of Maison in the drafts. Like, if you're going to make a song about saving the earth, at least make the lyrics a little bit more different than others. Especially for Sue's part in the song. Like if you're going to make the bridge lead to something amazing, and instead you gave me something that we already have heard in Maison for like the last 2 minutes. Like, it's not even explosive on top of that. That part actually aged bad because the fact that the writers ran out of creativity things for Sue's part, and they just copy and paste what that Ju has said or Sion has said literally 2 minutes ago, and they like put it in Sue's part, which is kind of lazy. Like, oh my gosh, that was lazy. They could have done something different. If they want to be lazy, they could have just made like a breakdance. At least the producers can make a breakdance out of it. Of the same instrumental, because the instrumental is definitely breakdance material. But they cannot take advantage of that. Instead, they put a part after the bridge is building up to something, and it just leads to disappointment. I am highly disappointed with that chorus, because you try to make it build up to something amazing and explosive, or at least like a vocal performance, like even a vocal run or a vocal performance will make the song better. It makes the viewers engaging, and people will know Sue's vocals way more. And the fact that after that bridge, the thing is, after 30 seconds of hearing that chorus, they put it again, and I like the consistency, but the fact that they tried to keep consistent is too hard. It's just, Mason's already consistent. Why you need to make Sue's part the same thing as the other parts? Come on. At least use the lyrics and make it explosive, or at least give Sue a rap in that part. That will make the song better if she was given a rap, or at least given a really good vocal performance. But instead, we got the same thing. And the fact that the delivery was not even good. Not saying Sue can deliver things good, because like I said, the other line she has been given was actually delivered pretty well done. But this was delivered mediocrely. Like, the way Sue said it, I like the way Sue said it, but it doesn't make me feel anything. Like, it doesn't make you feel anything. That chorus doesn't make you feel anything already. But the way Sue executed it is very boring. Like, let's be real here. That part for Sue, I feel bad for her. Like, to be given the most mediocre line, and the way she delivered was very boring. Like, very boring on top of that. I was not even engaged in Sue's part. She's my bias too. Like, that's the thing. She's my bias. And I ain't even criticizing her for this. So, yeah, I know you guys are going to be coming at me like, but you're a Maison defender. Why are you criticizing Maison? I'm trying to look at it for the objective and subjective standpoint. That's why. And I'm nitpicking everything about Maison. So, yeah, but Sue's part, that is definitely needs to be changed, because God forbid we have good things, guys. When it comes, Maison, give us so much good parts of the song, and also give us really bad ones. Like, holy crap, the chorus is bad, full on a bad chorus, and Sue's delivery for her chorus is just boring. And oh my gosh. And I don't like Ju's delivery on the chorus neither. Actually, it's very worse. It's worse. It's worse. She could have sung it. Like, she could have sung the chorus instead of talking. She could have sung it. But she's talking in a chorus. I'm not saying she can't talk in the chorus, but like I said, she could actually deliver it in a different way than Maison. But this girl decided to ruin the song with the chorus, and I loved you. Like I said, I love her, and I love everything she does, but the chorus and the way she delivers it is so poorly done. Like, I have so much problems with the chorus. I can just rant on how bad the chorus is for 30 minutes if I want to, but I already discussed how bad the song, those parts aged. So, I already discussed a lot of negativity about Maison. So, let's get to the positive points, which is I already did earlier in the video. Now, the parts I do like is La La Maison. That is actually pretty catchy, not gonna lie. And no one's gonna argue with me, and I said that it's the best part of Maison. Like, of course, I'm excited that God tier pre-chorus. La La Maison part is so good. That should have been the end of the chorus because that makes the song engaging. I love everything about the La La Maison chorus. Like, I just love everything. The La La Maison part is just so the thing. I could rewinding into that part. So good. Just so good. Next thing, Dammy's rap. Dammy's rap, like I said, it ate the song up, and I don't need to say more about Dammy's raps. I already talked about it a little bit in earlier in the video. Like I said, the pre-chorus is so good. I love that pre-chorus. Now, let's get to the little hand-on parts. Hand-on actually has been given the best parts. Especially that piece will fight for us. That line alone makes me feel something. That makes me feel something for the song. Makes me feel empowering, at the same time makes me feel, okay, I need to save the earth. I need to pick up the trash and make sure I burn them. Yeah, it makes me feel something. And that's a good thing. Because if you feel nothing, then what's the point of the song's concept and delivery? Because the song, it ain't going to be good if you ain't going to put emotion to it. Or energy. And the energy, for a lot of hand-on parts, it's just delivered good. The way hand-on delivered them is just amazing. Any other members, except for you know who. I might be like, well, why are you hating on Ju so much? I'm not hating on her. It's just the fact that no parts of Maison are actually the worst parts. Like, I feel bad for Ju because she has been given the most mediocre parts at best. And the most, oh my gosh, worst parts in the song. Like, I hate the chorus, and I don't really like that bridge. No, I don't like it. The only good thing about that bridge is Sion's part. Like, let's just be real here. She saved that bridge. But the chorus is bad. But the fact that the way Ju did it, it says, oh my gosh, so bad, though. But, like I said, I love Ju to pieces. It's just, I keep saying this because I know there's going to be some bad apples that will be commenting, but you hate Ju. Oh, you hate her because she's not your bias. Shut up. I like Ju. I like her. I like her the way she does things. I don't hate her, though. It's the fact that the delivery she did in the song is... Anyways, like I said, everyone else's parts was been delivered amazingly, except for two members. Like I said, Sua and Hugh's parts have been mediocre at best. But Gaian's parts in the song are actually being given the best parts. Like Same Ho in the Desert, that is actually one of the best parts in the song. That should have been the chorus, except for that first part of the chorus, because that was bad. That part was bad. But the other part was actually pretty good. But okay at its worst, but it's pretty good too. So I like that part of the chorus actually. And the way Gaian had not delivered them. Oh my gosh, that was an amazing delivery. Okay, so let's talk about Yuya and Sion's parts, because their parts are actually been given the best parts. Even though Sion has been given the worst chorus in the song, the worst part in the song, she delivered them. The way she executed it is very well done. I like her execution of the chorus, because the other two members can do it right, and Sion just delivered it. Oh gosh, that delivery was amazing. The delivery of that chorus she did was amazing. I wish she did all of them because that would have been amazing, but also that would be unfair, so I guess that's the reason why. But at least they could have get the other two parts, like Hennong or Gaian, but I guess they let them handle the other part of that chorus, so. But yeah, the delivery of Yuyeon and Sion's parts are just so amazing. And I like the way they deliver in the song. Like, they delivered. They did not come here to play. Like, they came here to slay. Oh my gosh. And even though most Dami's parts are like that last chorus and the final chorus in the song and her brat, Dami easily has the best parts. Especially with that final chorus, because that final chorus was so good. I ate it up. But I like it because the other past, like 2 choruses were so bad. But Dami's and Annong's, they're pretty good. I like their choruses. That final chorus was actually good, and I like it. And that should have been like the actual chorus. Because actually, that's more explosive than the original chorus. And also, the second bridge in the song was actually pretty good. I like second bridge. Second bridge aged well for me. And I have a lot of explosive things going to the song, and that should have been after the bridge. Because that's actually pretty good, too. And actually, that aged well. That aged very well. And another thing, explosion, like I said, of course, it does not explode me it just explode, but it's just how the explosion thing in the song, explosion part, the chorus is supposed to be, at least a lot of choruses are supposed to have that explosion, but Maison don't have it, which is, really does need to be needed. But there's parts that actually surprised me. Just like I said, that second bridge surprised me, and I actually got so shocked by that, and also that final chorus shocked me too. A lot of Maison too. That part surprised me good. And a lot of things about Maison is just good or so bad too. So like I said, now let's give it a final ranking of all the criteria I've been talking about in the video. Now, let's give Maison a big fat ranking. From 1 to 20. Wait, 10? Fine, 1 to 10, I guess, to make it a little bit fair, because 1 to 20 is too much. But if you want to give me a ranking from 1 to 20 of how good this song is, 9 out of 20. Yes, low. But, it's, like I said, it's for a lot of reasons, and I explained in the video. So if you want to know, rewind, please rewind. And now another part of this, and now the actual final ranking of 1 to 10, it's a 4. It's that low. For a Dreamcatcher Tile, it's that low. But if it's for a K-pop song alone, it's a 7 out of 10. If for a K-pop song outside of Dreamcatcher's discography, it's a 7 out of 10. Alright? But if it is in the Dreamcatcher's discography, it's a 4 out of 10. Alright? It's coming from Maison Defender, which is, I already said, RX got really good parts in the song, also really bad ones, which is, in my opinion, overshadowed the good ones. Which is really sad because I genuinely like Maison, but the thing is a lot of problems with it, and I can't overlook those problems. So for objective ranking for it, it's a 4 out of 10. Like I said, for my ranking, for my subjective ranking, it's an 8 out of 10. For my subjective ranking. But for objective ranking, it's a 4 out of 10. So thank you for watching this video. And I know you're going to be commenting, typing on your phone, the computer, like, but Maison is literally your song, and you used to put it on top. Yes, but like I said, it doesn't. A lot of parts of the song does not age well for me. So that's why it's a little bit lower now. It's it's actually my 7th favorite title. Now I said Bulk is better than Maison. Wait, why? Because at least Bulk got some good parts, tons of good parts, more good parts in the song than Maison ever had. So that's why. But still good than some of their past work. So I give Maison that credit. But Maison still needs a little bit of work and should stay in the drafts for a little bit longer to have them worked on. And then Maison could have been the perfect track. So in conclusion, Maison is their weakest title track, right? And yes, I ended the debate with this conclusion because some people keep saying, oh, it's their strongest title. Is it like some one of their worst title tracks? And it's number one weakest too. And you know what? Objectively, it is actually one of their worst title tracks. It is sad to believe that Maison is supposed to start a really amazing series. But everything I discussed, everything with the problem with Maison is overshadowing the good things in the song. So despite everything I have said and defended Maison for, it's because of recency bias. Because, like I said, I love Dreamcatcher and they're my ult, so of course I would defend a song they put out. So, I have been trying lowering my standards for Dreamcatcher, especially from this track. Ever since I overplayed Maison, I have no power overplaying any Dreamcatcher songs. I still play Maison up to this day. But still. Yeah, oh, the premieres, guys, it's on. Anyways, I'm going to end the video here because I want to go to my favorite YouTuber streaming thing in the premiere. So, bye, y'all. See you guys later. And I will talk more about other titles. See you guys later. Oh, my gosh. Hold up.